Hi, I'm Mike Capizzola, and you're watching Smart Money, the show that gives you the inside edge on the bets that the movers and shakers on Wall Street are placing. This week, we're turning our attention to the pharmaceutical space and the business of trying to develop new treatments for cancer, in particular, extending lifespans for patients living with the disease. The company we're looking at today is Therapeutics. The San Diego-based and NASDAQ-listed firm is developing a treatment called testataxel, an investigational oral chemotherapy agent that belongs to a class of drugs known as taxanes. The treatment is administered orally and can remain active with the human body for up to 8 days, which means less frequent administration of the drug, and has shown some positive results in the treatment of tumors in patients with breast cancers. Testataxel is now in phase 3 clinical trials in a study codenamed Contessa, and Therapeutics updated investors with some findings from that trial in a briefing on December 11th. Testataxel performed well, and in many cases it appears to have extended what's known as PFS, or progression-free survival, among cancer patients. And when used in combination with an existing breast cancer treatment, capecitabine, doctors were able to administer lower doses of the chemotherapy agents in more than 60% of cases than if capecitabine had been used on its own. The results were so encouraging that Odanet now plans to move towards the authorization for the drug for use in the treatment of breast cancer patients, an application which it hopes to submit to the FDA in mid-2021. The market for cancer care in the USA is huge, with a $150.8 billion spent in 2018 alone, and the potential for successful breast cancer treatment has not been lost on insiders at Odanet. In fact, it would be fair to say that they have been queuing up to buy the stock. There have been no less than 8 purchases by directors or funds associated with them since December 21st. Odanet CEO Kevin Tang purchased a total of 275,274 shares worth $4.2 million, giving him an average price of just over $15.16. Board Director Aaron Davis and Boxer Capital, a fund co-founded by Mr. Davis in 2005, bought a total of 800,000 shares at an average of just over $17.15 for a consideration of just under $14 million. Both Boxer Capital and Mr. Davis now hold 5.6 million shares in Odanet, while Mr. Tang now holds 15.5 million shares in the business. Aaron Davis and Kevin Tang are well known on Wall Street, having both spent time in investment banking and broking, and both men have subsequently held senior positions in biotech and pharmaceutical businesses. Insider buying by 2 industry professionals has not gone unnoticed, and over the last week of 2020, Odanet shares rallied by 23.51%, part of a 3-month rally that has seen the shares bounce by 44.75%. The shares traded higher once more ahead of the new year, touching $19.50, but are still well below their 2020 high point, which was up at $46.50. Perhaps that sort of upside potential is what got insiders buying Odanet in the first place. That's all the time we have for this week. Of course, these remain uncertain times, so please remember to do your own due diligence before making any investment decisions.